We are now joined by John Wristen, the head football coach at CSU-Pueblo. Coach, picked to win the league again this year, but maybe a few more question marks, at least coming into the season, as you lost some key players from last year's team.
Well, I think anytime you start the season and you're ranked in the country, and then you're picked in the preseason polls, that really kind of validates you as a program. Yeah, it's all based on what happened last year. And so our season ended after December 1st, after we lost to West Texas in the quarterfinals. And our 2013 team started the next day. So this 2013 team is really looking forward to it. We lost a lot of key ingredients, as you just said, Eric. And so those are the guys that really stitched that team together. They held it together. And so I think that we got a lot of growing up to do. We got a lot of maturity to be able to happen. We don't have a lot of time to do it. We play UNC the first game, and then we go down to Dallas Stadium and play Angelo State there. So our work's cut out for us.
You lose Ross Dowson, so I'll be the 50th guy to ask you that question today about how do you replace a guy like that at quarterback?
I don't know whether you ever do. You know, Ross was such a, you know, if you had to look up a player in the dictionary, what a Thunderwolf would be, it'd be Ross Dawson. And so Ross was a tremendous leader, a tremendous guy that led that team. He put it on his back when he needed to. You know, you just go out and have these guys compete. I got Brody McDonald. I got Chris Bonner, I got Aaron Rossapelia, and I got Caleb Flack that's going to come and try to go and compete and understand what the standard's been set of being able to play that position and where you have to go to play at a national level. And so hopefully those guys will be able to grasp it. I think that we might have some guys around them that might be able to help these young quarterbacks, but it's going to be exciting. Those guys are looking for their opportunity, and I sure appreciate what Ross did for us.
Running back, you mentioned you got J.B. Matthews won't be with you this year, but any position that you have a lot of depth, it's running back. And Cameron McDonald, boy, he played real well last year.
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate. I wish I had 3 horses in that stable right now. We're going to find a third one, okay? I just wish I had 3 veteran horses. And obviously J.B.'s, you know, he's got some maturing to do, and we're going to use this as a redshirt year. But if he, you know, I'm also suspending him for the year and making sure he understands what he has to do to be able to be successful. But I got 2 guys I can count on, and that's Chris Ass and Cameron McDonald. And then we're going to see a young guy step up on to find out who the third is.
Defensively, we saw Darius Allen, preseason player of the year. That's kind of a buzz around media day here today that he didn't have the gaudy numbers maybe that you see from a defensive player of the year type of guy, but that shows you the respect the coaches have for him around the conference.
Well, I think it just shows how hard Darius plays, and I think that Darius is coming off a knee surgery and shoulder surgery, and he's come back bigger, faster, stronger. I think he's more motivated. I'm really looking for him to have a big year, and we'll see where this. Let's hope we're talking about being defensive player at the end of the year, not before the year.
Special teams, since we're still in the preseason, Brendan Cleason. Here's a guy, we saw Taylor Carty from Mines, what do you average, like 45 yards a punt the last 2-3 years. And Brandon's kind of quietly been almost as good in the yardage department, and as I understand it, might be higher regarded in terms of, you know, maybe even at the next level type of guy.
Well, I think Brandon does have a chance. I think Brandon is a tremendous athlete, and he's got a very powerful leg. Best part about it, he gets it off quickly. And that's what the pros really like about him being able to get it off. Brandon's also a worker. You know, sometimes you get these images of punters and kickers, but Brandon's a big key to our team. He's a guy that's going to have to lead. He's going to have the guy that does that on a natural basis. But the best part about Brandon, he's an academic All-American. He's in engineering. He's done a great job in civil engineering, and I think that his future's bright in that field too.
You mentioned when you were talking that we've got, I actually miscounted how many guys we've got in NFL camps, which tells you how many. I didn't realize Abdul Kenna was playing, and also Danny Woodhead, an old RMAC guy. So we got 6 guys in NFL camps, including your guy, Ryan Jensen, getting drafted, first guy in the RMAC to get drafted since '89, and it seems like that's kind of opened the floodgates.
Well, it's so cool for Ryan. It's so cool for not only our program to have some validation. If you come here and you work hard and you're good enough people are going to find you. And Ryan Jensen is a trademark of what an offensive lineman should be. They're playing him a little center, an offensive guard. A little bad news, he broke his fifth metatarsal. Last week had surgery. But from whatever I've heard from the Ravens camp, talking to their own line coach, he's got a chance to make that team.